You're staring at your phone, still no reply. The last message was from you, and it sits there, unanswered, glowing back like a reminder of something you can't quite name. Hours pass, then a day, then two, and slowly, that poisonous voice inside you begins to whisper again. What did I do? Did I lose them? Did I say something wrong? This moment, right here, is the doorway into a psychological trap most people walk into without ever realizing it, the chasing game. Because silence in the hands of the wrong person is never just silence. It becomes a weapon, a signal, a test, a shadow they cast over your mind to see how quickly you'll panic and how far you'll go to restore the connection they intentionally disrupted. Slowly, silence becomes a storm inside your head. It triggers self-blaming thoughts, spirals of insecurity, and the belief that you somehow caused their withdrawal. You replay old conversations, examine every detail, and attack yourself instead of seeing what's really happening. But today, you're going to break this cycle, because there is a dark psychology rule, one most people never learn, that ends this game permanently. A rule that flips the power dynamic entirely in your favor. And here's the part nobody tells you. Silence doesn't mean they don't want you. Silence often means something else entirely, that they're afraid of losing you. But you've never been taught how to interpret silence correctly. Nobody taught you how to see withdrawal as a test of their character instead of a reflection of your worth. So instead of stepping back into your strength, you step deeper into anxiety. Today, that ends. When someone suddenly withdraws, especially after being present or emotionally engaged, it's rarely random. It's almost never innocent. And despite what they may claim later, it's not just being busy. It's a psychological tactic, a test, an interruption in the emotional rhythm designed to see how much of yourself you're willing to sacrifice to pull them back in. Manipulators, whether intentional or instinctive, use silence to measure two things: how fast you break and how deeply you depend on their attention. They don't need to say a word. Your reaction tells them everything. The moment you panic and reach out again, are you okay? Did I upset you? Is something wrong? You confirm exactly what they were hoping for. You have emotional control over me. This is how the power shifts, not through force, but through your own fear. And every reaction you give becomes fuel for their next disappearance. You reward their inconsistency with your stability. You reward their distance with your pursuit. You reward their withdrawal with emotional investment. And over time, you begin quietly erasing yourself. Not because they're powerful, but because you're spending all your emotional energy trying to fill the void they created. Every moment you feel quietly erased, abandoned, or dismissed, you're actually erasing yourself, pouring your focus and your worth into a space they intentionally left empty. But there is a way out, and it begins with one rule, one mental shift that flips the entire dynamic. Fill their silence with your expanding life, not with fear, not with chasing, not with apology, not with self-blame, with life. This is not revenge. This is not manipulation. This is emotional rebalancing. They pull away to test your dependency. You pull away to reconnect with your strength. Your silence is not passive. It is the loudest message you can send. Your absence does not control me. Manipulators operate according to one script. When I pull away, they chase. Their ego depends on it. Their sense of worth is reinforced by your panic. But the moment you don't chase, when the script breaks, something in their mind fractures. Their expectations crash into reality, creating a psychological conflict known as cognitive dissonance. They begin to ask themselves, I pulled away. Why aren't they reacting? Why aren't they worried? Did they stop caring? Did someone else replace me? Am I losing them? This conflict eats at their confidence. It forces them to confront the possibility that they are not as important, as irreplaceable, or as desired as they believed. And in that moment, the chasing energy switches sides. To make this shift happen, your actions must align with your emotional detachment. When they go silent, you must mirror their indifference. Put your phone down. Don't reply immediately. Don't send long messages. Don't try to fix the silence they created. When you finally respond, do it with calm neutrality. Just saw your message. Been busy. How are you? Short, dry, uninvested. This sends a quiet shock through their sense of control. Then there is the second tactic, social proof. When they withdraw, never post sadness, longing, or frustration. Instead, show presence, show movement, show expansion, a new activity, a new place, a new accomplishment, or even a peaceful moment. But the most powerful tool here is ambiguity, because the human mind cannot tolerate incomplete information. Examples: new beginnings require tough decisions. Right people stay. Silence reveals everything. These statements are not dramatic. They're not emotional. They don't reveal anything. But they trigger 3 fears in the manipulator's mind. What does this mean? Is this about me? Am I losing them? Wait at least 3 days after their silence before posting anything. Timing is psychological leverage. It ensures your actions look intentional, not reactive. Eventually, they return. They always do. But here's the part where most people give the power back. They demand explanations. Why did you disappear? Why didn't you reply? Do you still care? These questions reopen the emotional wound and place control back into their hands. Their silence was not your burden, it was theirs. You spent that time growing, rebuilding, recentering. So when they return, move forward calmly, steadily, with quiet confidence. Psychological superiority means refusing to revisit the test they tried to fail you with. And there is one final layer. The scarcity principle. Humans don't value what is always available. When your attention was constant, predictable, and immediate, you became emotionally inexpensive. But when your time becomes selective, your schedule full, your energy intentional, you become rare. And rarity creates value. Your presence becomes a privilege. Your attention becomes something they must earn. Your silence becomes something they must interpret, not exploit. This is what triggers their deeper return. Not just curiosity, but fear. Fear of losing access to you. Fear of being replaced. Fear of becoming irrelevant in a life that continues beautifully without them. And when they return, they will always use one of 3 predictable lines. Sorry, I've just been busy. Your response: no worries, I've been busy too. I've been thinking about you. How have you been? Your response: I'm good. Everything's going well. Is something wrong? You seem distant. Your response: no. Why would there be? Short, controlled, unemotional. Trap closed. This rule, this ability to rebalance, to pull back, to silence your panic, is what gives your power back to you. Because the real goal is not to make them chase. The real goal is to show them that you can no longer be chased. Focus on yourself. Reclaim your energy. Treat silence not as a threat, but as a test. And every person who passes the test becomes stronger. If this message strengthened you, subscribe, turn on notifications, and continue decoding the deeper mechanics of human behavior. Every tactic has a cipher, and in the next Dark Psychology Cipher, you will learn how to transform their return into long-term emotional power. See you in the next cipher.